Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana states that around 70 complaints have been received on incidents of election violence. Many cases regarding the elections were reported today as well from the Phadiya Thalawa, Akiriyankumbura and Anuradhapura areas.
Our correspondent stated that last night billboards in 4 offices of the GVP and UMP in the Phadiya Thalawa, Serankada, Palathuruwella and Pallegama areas were vandalized by an unidentified group. The police media spokesperson stated that a group had arrived in a cab and had set ablaze these billboards. Billboards of the JVP office in the Akiriyankumbura Kehel-Ula area in the Ampara district was also set ablaze last night. A football tournament was held last night and this morning at the Anuradhapura prison stadium under a politician's name. A correspondent stated that following a complaint received that posters of the politician were used to decorate the vicinity of the grounds, the election monitoring team and the police had arrived and removed all posters. Prison officials and inmates also assisted to remove the posters.
Hirunika Premachandra states that this country will be a prosperous nation the day the underworld, drugs and political thuggery are eradicated. She expressed these views while addressing a meeting that was held in Colombo yesterday.
The Colombo North office of the Sri Lanka Mahajana Party was declared open yesterday. Rohita Pushpakumara was appointed as the organizer of the Colombo North division of the party.
I'm not upset for no reason. I'm upset only because my father, who survived by living through fear and established his party with his own sweat and blood, was killed by the hands of someone who appeared out of nowhere and joined the party for his own benefits. At this moment, I would like to request the attention of His Excellency the President. You ended the war, but the drug war in Colonava still goes on. The underworld war in Colonava still continues, and the underworld war in this country is continuing. Today my father is dead, and tomorrow another daughter might lose her father, but that daughter will not have this opportunity to come on stage and express her sadness. When will the underworld war end? When will the drug war end? When will we see an end to political thuggery? The war is over now, and this country will see prosperity only when we see an end to all these things.
No suspects have been arrested in connection to the incident where a group of SANAS officials attached to the health department were attacked in Polonnaruwa yesterday. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana said that the suspects have been identified.
A function was held yesterday to award scholarships to the children of SANAS officials attached to the health department who passed their grade 5 scholarship exam and those who qualified to enter universities. The function, which was held at the Pulatisi Buddhi Mandapa in Polonnaruwa, was named Diriya Daru Scholarship Award Ceremony. A Deputy Minister, UNP candidate for the North Central Provincial Council and the Chairman of the Tamankadua Pradesh Sabha were invited for the function. However, SANAS officials attached to the health department charged that the Chairman of the Tamankadua Pradesh Sabha left during the function and came back with a group. He came back with about 150 people. The chairman of the Tamankadua Pradesh Sabha attacked us and 4 of us were beaten up badly. They attacked us with their feet and helmets. I was invited to light the oil lamp as the head of the institute. After attending the function, I returned to the Pradesh Sabha. Then I received an anonymous phone call saying that the meeting is being held with political candidates.
We invite all to our functions, irrespective of political party differences. We want the law to be implemented properly.
I believe that when I was threatened, those who were there with me got angry. The attack took place on both sides. One of my men was also injured. The SANAS officials attached to the health department who were injured in the incident were brought to the Dambulla hospital for treatment.
They said that the police is theirs and so is the hospital. That is why we admitted them to the Dambulla hospital.
The 4 injured officials had come to Colombo after receiving treatment from the Dambulla hospital. We have lodged a complaint with the police with all the names of all the officials and politicians involved in this incident. Don't let this go under the carpet. The way politicians acted at the function organized for children is indeed I have been asked to give a statement regarding this tomorrow. They asked me whether I could give the statement today. I said I can't and that I would give it only tomorrow. No action has been taken. We are sad that the law has become one-sided.
7 persons, including the chairman of the Kuliapitiya Pradeshiya Sabha, who were named suspects of an incident where 2 houses were damaged and its residents assaulted, have been placed in remand custody until tomorrow. The police said that another person connected to the incident was arrested last night.
The houses of Indika Prasanna and Dinesh Priyantha in Ratmale, Kuliapitiya were damaged on the night before last. A complaint was lodged with the Kuliapitiya police regarding the incident. The police said that this incident had taken place as a response to an incident where an individual was assaulted with the use of a sharp weapon. The police went on to note that 2 residents of the damaged houses were arrested in connection with the assault.
Sri Lanka Cricket said this evening that a person of authority had been appointed to the domestic anti-corruption unit of the SLC. However, Sri Lanka Cricket failed to make this appointment at the commencement of the Sri Lanka Premier League. Did this pave the way for corruption such as match fixing to take place in the league? This is the bitter truth.
The inaugural Sri Lanka Premier League, which was a carbon copy of the Indian Premier League, ended on Friday. Sri Lanka Cricket confirmed on several occasions that the main sponsor of the SLPL and the companies which purchased the teams were of Indian origin. On the Inside Sports program telecast on our sister channel Sirisa TV on the 13th of last month, it was pointed out that the influence and interventions made by these companies during the SLPL would have a harmful impact on the future of cricket in the country.
We haven't heard of these companies. There are very good companies in India and even in Sri Lanka. It was mentioned in the media that 2 Indian bookmakers had arrived in the island to buy the SLPL. I have no problem with the SLPL if there is money flowing through Sri Lanka cricket. But if they are merely chasing behind money without bringing in the anti-corruption, these young players will be introduced to bookmakers. If a finger is pointed at us in the future for match fixing, then the current cricket administration should be held responsible.
While this warning was issued, an Indian national, Guruprint S. Margo, revealed at the initial stages of the tournament that there was a plan to fix matches in the SLPL. Guruprint S. Margo identified himself as the director of the Indian company which bought the Uvanex team.
I am the rightful owner of Team Uva, who have been illegally kept out of the company. Okay, I own more than 25% shares. My shares cannot be liquidated. My team ownership cannot be taken away from me. When they realize that I'm not good for them anymore, in the sense that I will not bow down to their diktat of trying to throw matches, they have just kept me out. They have forged company resolutions without my signature. I was a part of choosing the team. I have been in touch with my players as the tournament grew closer and closer, and we were not able to find any sponsors. I was being put through a lot of pressure, saying there's a lot of money going out, and there are no returns. I never realized that maybe one day, out of the bolt, I would be told that you need to tank a few matches. And nefarious people were called into the house, my brother's house, and there were conversations going on in front of me where they were discussing that if I want so much money, if I'll give you 3 matches, how much money can I have? I have a tape of that. And let me tell you, there have been very distinguished people in this country who have made calls to my captain, to my coach, to my team manager, saying that we have your team owner who was felicitated, his tape, his voice on record saying that, look, I will sell the match, 3 matches for 1250 million Sri Lankan rupees. He's mentioned in Indian rupees 50 crores. 50 crores is 500 million. We have that tape. We have substantiated our claims. We have passed that tape. Before I flew down to the country, I forwarded a mail to the anti-corruption unit in Dubai.
Sri Lanka Cricket confirmed that it had received a tape containing plans to fix matches in the SLPL. Sri Lanka Cricket stated that the tape was handed over to the officials of the International Cricket Council Anti-Corruption Unit, who were invited to monitor the SLPL. However, these officials emphasized that they had not received such tape. Furthermore, the International Cricket Council noted that it has no comment to make on the SLPL.
දැන් අන්තර්ජාතික ක්‍රිකට් කවුන්සිලයට මෙම තරඟාවලිය අධීක්ෂණය කිරීමේ වගකීමෙන් බැහැර වෙන්න බෑ. මේ SLPL තරඟාවලිය
The International Cricket Council cannot evade its responsibility of inspecting this tournament. The team which wins the SLPL will be competing in the Champions League. Therefore, when allegations are levelled regarding a very sensitive piece of information, it is vital to examine the claim and provide a final decision. Failing to do so gives rise to suspicion. That is either this incident really did take place or the authorities knowingly paved the way for corruption to take place.
එසේත් නැත්නම් මෙවැනි සිදුවීමට බලධාරීන් මෙවැනි දූෂණයන්ට ඇතිවීමට හිතාමතාම ඉඩකඩ විවෘත කර තිබෙනවා කියන එක.
Should room be granted for the integrity and respect of Sri Lanka cricket, which has safeguarded players amidst various challenges over the years, to be tarnished merely because of an attempt to chase behind money alone? Why is the Minister of Sports, who took immediate measures when Hashan Tilakaratne made a statement on match fixing, not taking immediate measures now to conduct investigations into match fixing allegations in the SLPL? Sports First will keep a close watch.
Also in local news, a police march in lieu of the 146th anniversary of the Sri Lanka Police Department was held today. The march was held under the auspices of the Inspector General of Police, N.K. Ilangakon.
A police march to commemorate 146 years since the founding of the police force on the 3rd of September 1866 was held today under the auspices of the Inspector General of Police, N.K. Ilangakon. IGP N.K. Ilangakon and other senior police officers participated in this march. Officers from the Mounted Police Force, the Traffic Police and the Police Special Task Force also participated at this event. The march, which commenced at the Golface Green, proceeded to the Bambalapitiya Police Field Force headquarters via the Golface Roundabout, the Liberty Roundabout, Lipton Circus, Reed Avenue and Thumulla.
මේ පාගමනෙන් අපි සංකේතවත් කරන්නේ පොලිසියත් මහජනතාවත් අතර.
Through this march, we are symbolizing the good relations and cooperation between the police and the people and the need to continue these good relations and cooperation. Over the past 146 years, the police force has rendered an immense service in national security and maintaining law and order.
පොලිස් බලකාය විසින් විශාල කාර්යභාරයක් ඉෂ්ට කරලා තියෙනවා.
The charred remains of a resident of Homagama are discovered in Abepussa. He lent money on interest. The police. Maddumage Susantha Premakumara, who also lent money on interest, shot dead in Horana. His daughter is also killed in the shooting. 31-year-old Kalum Vijay Siriwardana, who also lent money on interest, killed in a shooting in Ragama. Is it a coincidence that 3 individuals who lent money on interest were killed in such a short time frame?
My father asked me to bring some salmon from the shop and cook it. He started beating me because there was no gravy in the salmon.